Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our talk today. It's Sunday, 5th of September 2021. I'm glad you are here with us, welcoming all the brothers and sisters for around the world. We have our Irish friends, we have our British friends, Polish, Portuguese, Brazilians, and Americans. So good to have you all here with us today. Just give some a little bit, 1 minute more. I see a lot of people is getting online, so let's wait a little bit in order to start. Okay, so I hope you're okay and the sound looks good. Everything looks fine. Okie dokie. So we shall start, okay? My name is Stevan Bertozzo. I am one of the volunteers at Spiritism Society of Ireland, and today it's my talk, and we will talk about going through hardships. You know? But before we start, I want to do our initial prayer. And in order to go through this, I want to invite you to, if you want, if you can, close your eyes, have a deep breath, make connection with superior spirits, with our mentors of SSI. Ask them to support us. Stay with us throughout our day, our night, our challenging moments, giving us courage and wisdom to move on. So be it. Amen. Okie dokie. So, welcome y'all. And let's start our ride today here. So, as I said, today the topic of our talk, it's going through hardships. Okay, it's known around the world in September. We call Yellow September in order to support this all the movements about suicide prevention. Okay, and one of the triggers for the suicide prevention, it's when we face a challenge, when we face a hardship. And so I hope you like it, and we will try to walk you through, from my viewpoint, what the steps, what we need to do when we face these hardships. Okay, so let's get this. So what is the common among the spirits. So we have like a hurricane, we have a thunderstorm, we have a wildfire, and we do have an earthquake. All these represents a changing, a difficult moment, a struggle moment. Yeah, all this represents moment in which we need to let go, because you can stop a hurricane, you can stop a wildfire. Recently, we have seen on TV so many wildfires around the world, like example in California, in Portugal, in Brazil. So this is becoming a very episode. And again, let's keep going here. And what's the common among these pictures? Like someone who just lose the job, someone who is moving on, and others are traveling or change the country or change something. So the key word here is change. The key word here is new. And the new causes fear, causes us hardships. And let's see how we go through. Again, so the new, the hardships make us to get out of our comfort zone. Okay, and why? Why this make us get out of our comfort zone? Because out of the comfort zone, it is where the magic happens. Hmm? An example, this is statistics now. You can see here 98% of the population prefer to stay inside the comfort zone. The reasons why they don't want to go out of this comfort zone is fear, insecurity, procrastination. What more? Let me see. Can reach. Play it safe. Okay, but 2% of the population are outside of the comfort zone. And what they gain when they are outside of this comfort zone? They going for their dreams, confidence, choosing happiness, fulfillment, getting the most of our life, acting in spite of fear, living without limits, liking change, embracing the unknown. How is your mindset right now? Are you embracing the unknown? Or you are, no, I'm avoiding you. I want to stay here. And I just like getting, I would just like to play in a safe zone. Yeah. What's your challenge? And life do not come to us. She give us signals, and we need to understand these signals to make our decisions. So sometimes we avoid to go this outside of the comfort zone, but sometimes life took us outside of this comfort zone. For example, if a hurricane reaches Ireland here, who God knows what's going to happen here. Okay, so houses will be destroyed, things gonna happen which will trigger for some people or for the people, the population who are affected by this hurricane to get out of the comfort zone. Some will lose everything. Some will see an opportunity, you know? So the change may occur within our blessing, and without it. Okay? So, and this is a life change. This is a really life change. And why we want to change our life? Why we want to go through this and change and say, hey, let's change our life. Let's change it. Again, as I said previously, a life change may happen in two ways, because we trigger this or the life per se pushing us. And there is a quote from Emmanuel. Emmanuel was the spiritual guide of Chico Xavier, Brazilian medium, and he used to say, Jesus taught us that it's necessary to leave the gates of goodness open, right up till the very last minute of the earthly experience. Even when, at the end of our last opportunity, nothing is left but a way that leads to suffering or to cross the ultimate witness. So, the key words here is leave the gates of goodness open. So, are you open to new opportunities? Are you open to new challenges? Or you are the kind of person when you face a new challenge, you get inside of yourself and you put yourself in a defensive position. And this defensive position will trigger perhaps anxiety, will trigger self pity, will trigger depression. Huh? How you are now? Perhaps you are facing a depression right now. Perhaps you are facing an anxiety right now. What is the root cause of this feeling are you experiencing right now? What's caused this? Could be many things. Could be someone pushed you hard, someone did something you didn't like. Could be the life brought to you new challenge and you don't like and you don't want to change. You are right to not accepting or don't want to change it. But you only have two choices here. Choice number one is accept it and do nothing. Choice number two, accept it and face the challenge. Like Elsa says here, thank you, Elsa, my dear friend from UK. Interesting. Everyone wants to change it in any point of their lives. It is a challenge and needs courage for best purpose. Change jobs, change moods, change country, change behavior. Exactly. And she keep going saying here, Regards from the UK. Change from drugs, dependence of wealth, mind, life. Yes. So this is one of the causes. Thank you, Elsa, for bring this up. But oops, bring this up to us because sometimes we are facing a challenge and we cannot handle these by ourselves, and we decide to look supporting actions for our life. For example, we go to drugs, we go to alcohol, we go to any other addiction, gambling, all this. Why? You look this because while you are in this, you forget what's happening around you, and the pain, the the suffering diminishes. Okay, so that's one of the reasons. So you are facing a problem at home. So I'm go outside of home. Let me go to these drugs here. I you consume the drugs. I you feel better. I you feel good. I you feel. But what all these bring to us? Just a short period of relief. Because when the drugs stop to act in your body, guess what's going to happen? You will have the same problems. After the alcohol stop acting in your body, what's going to happen? You will still have the same problems. Same people going to be with you. Same problems going to be with you. So, why we do not face this and have a relief for a long time instead of having several reliefs without solving the problem, and put us down more and more, put us in a struggling position more than we are when we have to face this challenge. And remember when I said we need to change. These challenges happen to us in two ways: caused by us or caused by life. Remember, there is no punishment from anybody. You are reaping what you have sowed. In other words, for each action, always we have a reaction. Always we're gonna have a reaction. If you are having a challenge right now, you may have did something in order to trigger that reaction. Chess or saying, "Hey, I today I'm in a bad mood, and because in a bad mood today I will make Steven's life miserable." No, no. The only one here responsible for what we will go through, it's ourselves. It's up to you to decide which path you want to go. And let's give some example here. Sometimes we have this nature action, you know. Sometimes we have this nature action, and there's the nature actions: hurricane, wildfire, earthquake, tsunami, flooding, thunderstorm, tornadoes. All these come happen to us, and The Kardec in this the Spirits books on question 536, item A, he asked the spirits, do the natural phenomena always have humankind as their objective? And the answer from the spirits, sometimes they occur for a reason directly related to humankind. But most frequently, they have no other purpose than to reestablish the balance and harmony of the physical forces of nature. Ring the bells. Let's go up to March 2020. What happened with the world? Nature action happened, which affected not just one city, not just one country, but the entire world. The reason for this directly is related for something we have done, the humankind did. And why this happened? In order to get the balance and the harmony. So we will go through this. Like any other problem. Because when we face a problem and we decide to fight this problem, and we decide to to go further, when we finish this, doesn't matter how long time it took, 1 day, 2 days, 1 month, years, no matter. When we finish this and we look back, we say, wow, what a lesson. I'm proud of me because I did it. And sometimes when we think these actions happen to us in a way of punishment, in a way of being wrong, in a way of this is bad for me. I show you one time when the nature action happened and everybody thought it was bad, but it was for good. Let's go here. Meanwhile, Cynthia, my dear friend, thank you for having us here. Thais, good to have you here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, let me put it here. Let's go back sometime in the history. In a battle between Italy and Austria. Okay? At that moment, the name of the battle is the Battle of Solferino, happened in June 2014, 1859. Okay? And this battle was very, very key for the independence of Italy. And this was a crucial step in the Italian, they call it Risorgimento. Okay? So it was very key. So Kardec, he put this in the Spiritist magazine from September 1859. And there's a message from an officer from the Italian army. And this message was given on July 1st, 1859. And this officer was saying to Kardec, there was a huge thunderstorm at the end of the Battle of Zofferino. Was it due to a serendipitous cause or a providential design. So Kardec said, well, okay, at the end of this battle, had a huge thunderstorm. This thunderstorm was for good or was for bad? And he keeps saying, Kardec keeps asking, such a storm had an objective then. What was that? And the spirit responds, the officer, yes, happy that thunderstorm. Yes, for sure. And the reason, to seize the battle. And he kept going. And Kardec asked, sorry, was it provoked in the interest of any of the belligerent parts? So what happened? So someone provoked this, someone asked for. And the soldier said, yes, particularly in the interest of our enemies. So what the enemies? The Austrians. Okay? And Kardec keeps saying, why? Can you elaborate on that? You asking me why? He said. And he keep going. Don't you know that without that storm, our artillery would have annihilated the Austrians? So we had a bad moment, but for a good cause. So a bad moment, it is bad to us when we look this bad moment only inside of the problem. When we look the problem inside out, it's still a bad thing, but this happened to us for a reason, for a way to push us outside of this comfort zone in order to make good things, in order to see different what happens around us. Oh, but I want this. I want, okay, I want a lot of things as well. But sometimes what we want is not good for us. Like a mom. If a mom and a daddy will let or will give everything what the child wants, everything, we may have a problem. We may know we will have a problem. And we will see problems like we have today. A children can listen a word no. When you say no, life change. Something happened and this kid becomes a nightmare. We will have bad professionals. They are trying to, let's use the same word, annihilate the peer, the co-worker in order to get what they want. We will have people killing each other in the traffic jam just because someone cuts other. We will have people get inside the schools, shooting everyone. We will see people do not respecting social distance. We will see people disseminating fake news. We will see people saying, oh God, thanks that it happened to me, happened to Dan or her, to them. We will see people going back many years This is this is all the consequences. This is how the changes, the problems we need to face, and how our life change occurs. And for this, I want to go to the Gospel according to Spiritism, chapter 8, item 14. When people are tired of suffering, uh, let me start again. When people are tired of suffering due to evil, they will seek a remedy in goodness. Therefore, the reaction caused by the failings serve for some as a punishment and for others as a test. This is how God gets good out of evil and how humanity make us make use of badness. So, for some people, for some as a punishment or others a test. So it's not God send you a punishment or a test, is you classify this as a punishment or as a test. And we need this in order to go, because do you know what is the difference between life and existence? I give you 2 minutes, 1 minute to think about it. What is the difference between life and existence? Okay, time's up. No, less than 1 minute, but let's go. Uh, the existence begins when we born and cease when we die. Life is beyond that. We only have one life, but many existence. Or in other words, like Kardec put in the chapter 1, item 42 in the Heaven and Hell, one life, but many incarnations. The immortality is the spirit's moral power. Because if you denied and the change today, if you're saying, hey, God's punishing me. This is how I'm a good person. I don't deserve that. You put in this effort and you kill yourself. No worries. You will reincarnate again, and you will still have the same problem, or perhaps even worst problems, because making this action of kill yourself, you are causing more damage to you and for those who are left behind, who were left behind. So, killing yourself will not cease your pain. Killing yourself will not stop you suffering. Instead, will make a lot of people suffer. How to solve this? Many, many ways to suffer. Speak up. This is not a weakness. This is not a shame. Talk. We have so many ways to get rid of this. We have the Samaritans group. We have the fraternal assistance. We have psychologists, psychiatric people here to help you to go through this. I agree. And I'm pretty sure sometimes when we face a problem, we need help. We need help. We need asking for guidance, because we are seeing the problem from inside. And when we talk with someone, that person is outside of the problem. They don't live your problem. They will guide you to the way out. Please, I beg you, don't think that killing yourself is the ending of the problem, because this is just a beginning of our worst problem. Our worst problem. Okay? So, and how to change? How to make this change? And for me, for me, the best example in order of life changing, it is Paul of Tarsus. He is for me the best example of life changing. And let's see his words about it. Brothers, as for me, I do not consider myself as having already reached perfection. But one thing I have forgotten, the things I left behind, go forward to those that lie ahead. What he did, he changed his attitude, he changed his habits, he changed his behavior. You can read many books from Paul of Tarsus in the Spiritism, but you can go to Paul of Tarsus in the legacy he left with the scripts. And what he did, he used the attitude to change the behavior, and he used his behavior to change the attitude. It's a two-way street, and we need that. At the moment he fall from the horse and he saw Jesus, and Jesus asked him, "Why you are persecuting me?" He didn't give an excuse. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I because of this, because that hurt me, because that following me, because they did this, because they were wrong with the Moses laws, because these." No, he just said, "What do you want? What I need to do?" So what I did, I did. No, nothing gonna change. Nothing gonna change. What I did, it's done. What do you want from me from now? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. What do you want now? Why? Because balance in life is to change what can be changed. Accept what cannot yet be changed, but will be. This reminds me one of the quotes we give. Uh, I don't know where I read this or I heard this in a talk, but Chico Xavier, the Brazilian medium, he was going through a very good moment and happiness, and they said, "Oh, Mary, Mother of Jesus, wants to give you a message." And so I said, "Oh, what's the message?" "This shall pass. Everything, the happiness moment shall pass. The struggling moments shall pass. Everything shall pass." But what to do within the struggle? what to do. And then I go again to Emmanuel. This is the chapter 162 in the book called Living in Spring. We do have this book in English, and I encourage you to go through it. And he says, do not ask to be delivered from your suffering. Pray for the strength to bear it with serenity and heroism so that you do not lose the advantages of experiencing it. Do not ask for the stones to be removed from your pathway. Insist on receiving thoughts that will help you take advantage of them. Do not demand that your adversaries be driven away. Ask for the resources for your own elevation so that you may transform their sentiments. Do not plead for the end of your problems. Look for ways to overcome them and to assimilate their lessons. Nothing exists without a reason. Remember to go to Jesus, to go to the redemption. Always we need to give the first step. Nothing will happen to us if we stay at the same position. Let's say victim position. And we need this first step represents removing the masks. We need to show everyone us from inside to outside. How many people we saw? Like I think not just me, but many of you guys may like the one of the comedian actors we had in the U.S. He made us laughing, but he killed himself. Why? He was using his mask. And everyone go to the struggle moments. Some will have light problems, some will have heavy problems. But the question to you is how many hearts you have recovered? How many people you have helped? Again, my friends, we need to stop to put ourselves in a self-pity position and act. Giving the first step. We need that. And where is the secret to move on? And this answer or inspiration for you comes from a book called Minutes of Wisdom by Pastorino Torres. Have faith in yourself because God is within you. Therefore, to have faith in oneself is to have faith in God. Have confidence in your abilities to walk without fear of obstacles. You can win. You will win. Harmonize yourself. Remember, balance attitude and behavior with the trust that God has placed in you. He gave you all the capabilities for you to develop and put it into practice. The only way out is having faith in you. The only way out is raise up your hands and say, I need help. I am struggling here. I need help. And for sure, always, always, we will have someone to listen us. If you didn't find this person, it's because you are not looking enough. Please, what do you want from life? Why do you want to live? Why are you here? What do you think about yourself? There is a purpose for everything. Sometimes the answers is they are straight away. Sometimes the answers will take time, but all your questions have an answer. And please, 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 do not illude yourself with the idea that killing yourself will cease the pain or you will find out the answers. Please. And that is a secret sauce. Let's say this, message from Emmanuel as well. We must always learn and serve daily, with a constant effort towards renewal for the infinite good, because constructive work in every moment of life is the sublime journey of every soul on the path of a knowledge and virtue. So, if you're struggling, do what Chico Xavier used to do. Go and seek people who are in a in a worse position than you, because with them you will learn. Because with them you will see that you have no problem compared to them. Of course, you see you have a problem and needs to be solved. But I'm not judging, and I have no rights, no power to judge anybody. But you are in a position, self pity, poor me, and you're gonna see a person with terminal cancer, which the doctor says to her, let's use a woman here because you see the point. You have like 6 months, 3 months of life, maximum 6 months. And this poor woman is married and have two kids, one of 2 years old and another one with 3 years old. And you not be there in 3 or 6 months. Same time, same example. I saw in the news a father was giving, no, a nurse was giving an interview in the high peak of the COVID, and she was crying and very emotional. And the reporter asked her, what's going to happen? I said, I thought I had problems, but today I saw that is my problem is this size compared to what I saw today. And the reporter also, okay, what happened? Today we have to intubate a man, which is normal in our daily tasks. But this man was very emotional, and before he got intubated, he looked at me and said, please don't let me die. Please help me. And she said, do you have anyone I can call? Come here. Do you have anyone I can call? He said, no, I don't have parents. I don't have relatives. I don't have anybody here. But and why, what's happening? So I have just one daughter. She has Down syndrome. And I left her with my neighbor. And I need to go back to get her. So, my friends, let's learn with these people. Life per se is a dividing group of experiences. Each separate lifetime offers the individual the benefit of acquiring new knowledge. The acquisition of religious value is the most important of all because it entails the movement of the souls, decisive illumination towards God. Are you ready, Stephanie?
Yes.
Yeah, ready, Leah? Yes, good.
You're gonna come back.
Yes, we're gonna sing. But before this, let me give you Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. Until we meet again, may the Lord hold you in the palm of his hand. And before the girls sing, I want to play a music here, which for me this music is wonderful. The author of this music, which is Almi Sutter, he already said this should be a psychographic music. And luckily I found the music in English, and all these credits goes to the singer Eric Silver. Okay? And the name of the music is Moving On, Tocando em Frente.
I walk slowly cause I've been in such a rush. I wear this smile cause I've cried so much. Today I feel much stronger, happier. Who knows, just sure about how little I know. And I know to know the tricks and tomorrows, tasted bread and tears of sorrow. We need love to feel life's rhythm. We need peace to smile for rhythm. We need rain for flowers to grow. I think making a good life can just be to understand the walk and keep moving on. And like an old cowboy riding my cattle, I will pass my days on this path I go. Oh, I know the road to know the tricks and tomorrows, taste of bread and tears of sorrow. We need love to feel life's rhythm. We need peace to smile from within. We need rain for flowers to grow. Everyone laughs sometimes. Everybody cries. One day we write, another weep. Everyone writes their own story. Each one of us has the gift inside to be able to be happy.
So, every one of us write your own story, and we have inside of us the gift to be happy. That's the message today. And now, as always, I end up here. Girls, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, what are you gonna do today? Okay, okay. What are you gonna do today? What are you gonna do today? Ruth?
I want to. Gonna sing Julia. No, you. Okay. I used to be so beautiful. Now look at me. You don't need to change a thing. The world can change is hard. It's got to. Again. I need again.
Okay. Okay.
I used to be so beautiful. Now look at me. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to change a thing. The world could change its head. It's got to be beautiful. And it's got to be beautiful. Done.
Very good. And Julia, now's your turn.
And now you.
Right. Come on, read.
Now you are
Right.
good.
I not look.
I don't. Do you? You're gonna kiss my bye. You can't kiss super bye.
Okay. So let's pray now. Say, dear Lord, thank you very much for our life. Thank you very much for our food. Thank you very much for our health. For our health. Thank you very much for everything we have.
Yeah.
May bless all the people who are struggling, having difficult moments. So be it.
Amen.
So be it.
Amen.
Okay. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good.
Go back because this is the best show ever.
Okay.
Yay.
I'll see you on Tuesday with our lives, and Wednesday and Thursday. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful wonderful day or evening for some. So thank you. May God bless you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.